Hey guys, with WrestleMania coming up, I thought I'd give my thoughts on some of my favorite WrestleManias and some of my least favorite, I guess, because WrestleMania 26 is coming up. The card looks pretty stacked. I'm actually liking the build to most of these matches, but I thought I would go over some of the WrestleManias that I have seen that I really enjoyed or I really despise. I guess I'll just go over maybe 3 WrestleManias that I really disliked and 5 that I really liked. Because I don't really have a top 5 worst WrestleManias. There's only 3 that come to mind that just really piss me off. But why don't we get on with the ones that I really disliked. First one would be last year's WrestleMania. As you all know, I hated last year's WrestleMania because of the fact that, much like this year's, I thought the card was stacked. I thought it would deliver. I thought it would be a fun show. And the first sign that I knew that this show was going to be disappointing was the match that I was looking forward to the most. The Unified Tag Team match was the pre-show. Finding that out the day of the show really boggled my mind and just really pissed me off to no end. There were plenty of things that were wrong with this fucking show that it's nameless. The problems I have with the show are nameless. I'm not going to get into detail because later on I want to talk about WrestleMania 26 as a trip. And yeah, I wasn't even a big fan of Taker Shawn. Sorry guys, I just ain't. The next WrestleMania I'd say that was shitty was WrestleMania 11. And I mean, really, what was positive about WrestleMania 11? I mean, there was no real great match except Diesel and Shawn. And the main event was Lawrence Taylor versus Bam Bam Bigelow. Oh, what a big fucking surprise. Probably what I would consider the worst WrestleMania of all time. WrestleMania 9. Do we really need to get into details? Now, does WrestleMania 26 have the ability to top these 5 WrestleManias that I really like? Number 5 would be WrestleMania 10. I love WrestleMania 10 just for 2 matches and 2 matches alone. Bret Hart and Owen Hart, Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon. Everything else is just okay to, the okay matches I would say are Randy Savage and Crush and Bret Hart and Yokozuna. WrestleMania 24, I actually thought was an excellent, well done WrestleMania. I mean, it was, the thing about WrestleMania 24 was it was a fun show, even if the matches weren't top quality. You had Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels, you had Undertaker, Edge, you had the Money in the Bank, you had the triple threat, Triple H, John Cena, and Randy Orton, which had a swerve. You had Kane looking like a fucking unstoppable monster. The opener, JBL vs. Finlay, was actually pretty decent. It was a fun WrestleMania. Then you get to WrestleMania 20, which had Christian vs. Chris Jericho. You had John Cena becoming the United States champion for the first time. You had Undertaker returning as the Dead Man. You had blah 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 Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle, there we go. And you had a great main event in Chris Benoit, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels. That was freaking amazing. And I actually found it entertaining when Victoria beat Molly Holly and had to shave her head. And it was actually very, very satisfying to see Steve Austin stunner Goldberg. Brock Lesnar I was a big fan of, so it was sad to see him go. Freaking number 2, WrestleMania 19. WrestleMania 19 was just fantastic all around. Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle, fucking Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho, Steve Austin and The Rock. What else was on the card? Vince McMahon and Hogan was actually really decent. Booker T and Triple H was good up until the end. And, I mean, yeah, and John Cena's rap. I mean, how much better can you get than that? And then my favorite WrestleMania of all time, people will probably disagree, WrestleMania 14. I actually love this WrestleMania because it was fun all around. You had Undertaker Kane, which is my favorite match of all time. You had Steve Austin vs. Shawn Michaels, which is decent. You had VKM's best match in a dumpster match against Cactus Jack and Terry Funk, who was known as Chainsaw Charlie. I thought the Intercontinental title match was going good, The Rock and Ken Shamrock. The light heavyweight title match was decent. And Triple H and Owen Hart was actually a decent European title match. I mean, that WrestleMania will always stay in my heart because it was my childhood WrestleMania. Now, will WrestleMania 26 top those? Because the difference between WrestleMania 26 and these WrestleManias is I'm going to actually be there live. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I will be there live. I will be there to be at the Ring of Honor shows, sitting next to MB Wrestler. Yeah, you will see that coming. And for WrestleMania, I'll be sitting next to Black Cat Feline. I hope to see some other people. I'm probably going to see Johnny Thunder, Sabutini Forever. I'll probably see Master Boo Boo. I'll probably see Gilbert Blaze, Crazy Mike, Rude Boy, and a few others. Hopefully we'll all get together, probably say hello to each other, get to see each other in person. That should be fun. I hope to take pictures with this new camera that I am using right now to get the sights of Phoenix, because it's going to be an experience, I'm telling you that right now, to be in a new area and to be at WrestleMania live. It's going to be an adventure. It's going to be a crazy adventure, be there for 5 days. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to be there live, and I hope to have probably one of the best times of my life as far as a wrestling experience. WrestleMania, again, is looking to be a stacked card because you got Edge and Chris Jericho. You have John Cena and Batista. You have Undertaker Shawn 2, which has been built up beautifully. I mean, I don't care for Sheamus and Triple H. But the Money in Bank, so far that I know of, Christian's in it, Dolph Ziggler's in it, Shelton Benjamin's in it, Kane is in it, MVP is in it, and someone else is in it. For some reason, he's not coming to mind. I think someone else is in it. Well, it'll come to me later on, but fucking, it's a stacked card so far, and I hope to have a good time watching it live because, oh, Jack Swagger, that's who's in it. Jack Swagger's the man who's in it. And I hope to see this live, or I am going to see it live. Ugh. Can't wait to see it live because it's going to be, I hope it's better than how Gilbert felt about WrestleMania 25, because I want to be like, this is the moment where I feel blessed being at WrestleMania. And pretty much, I'm paying a whole lot of fucking money to be there, and I hope to be entertained. So that will always be fun. So, hopefully the Ring of Honor events are going to deliver. It's just WrestleMania. Can it deliver? Because last year, I had a stacked card. To me, it sucked. Here, you've got a stacked card too. But maybe it won't suck, because I'll be there live again. So, let's see. Will WrestleMania 26 outdo any of my top 5 WrestleManias? That being 10, 20, 24, not in that order, of course, 19, and 14. Can it do that? We'll have to find out. See y'all in 3 weeks. WrestleMania.